Good morning, or good afternoon, or maybe it's evening now when you're watching this. Well, whatever time, no, it doesn't matter what time it is. I hope it's a good one. Right here today, it's a very windy and also a cool morning here. Yeah, the temperature has dropped. Yesterday's high was 86. And today, right now, it's about 69. I don't think you even got to 69 yet, but it's cool, it's windy, and the birds are singing. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Thank you so much for stopping by. And in advance, I want to thank you for your thumbs up, for subscribing, for sharing, and for helping the channel to grow. Yes, got to do some maintenance this morning. More maintenance. There's always maintenance to be done. Hear that lovely bird? It's in the tree there somewhere. Yeah, look at the winds. Look at evidence of the winds. Yeah, it's rather cool. Yeah. It's like the leftovers from that hurricane out in the Caribbean must be giving us some of these heavy winds this morning. Yeah, continue to pray for the people in Jamaica, in Haiti, Dominican Republics, in the Bahamas. Yeah, as that storm goes out this morning. I have some work to finish up here, and that is to get rid of these tree limbs. We trimmed the cherry tree. And now I'm gonna put these over in the mulch area. So that's what you're gonna see at the beginning, right? So I'm gonna start with that this morning. Thank you once again for coming by. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. It's cool. It's a cool morning. It's windy, but it's also a lovely time to be working in the garden. Yeah, so by the time I start all that work, it won't feel so cool anymore. But that's what we have in here. Let me give you a little scan of the garden. Hello, JH. Good morning. I don't know if it's morning where you are, but if it's afternoon or evening, whatever it is, I hope it's a very good one for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for those hearts and love. The Malcolms, welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Thank you for stopping by on this windy, cool morning here. The temperature suddenly dropped. You know, yesterday the high was 85 degrees. We're in the 60s this morning. I don't know if it has anything to do with that storm in the Caribbean, if we were getting some of those winds. But it's nothing compared to what happened yesterday to Jamaica. Beautiful garden. It's chilly here in the UK too, yeah? Yes, you're right. It is that time of the year for you. Ours is a sudden drop. And tomorrow's even going to be cooler. It's windy. But as long as the plants are not being affected, we have our vegetables here. And for those of you who just come, if it's your first time here, welcome. Thank you for coming by. And please consider subscribing. Here we have our kale. And if you looked at the last video, I think you will see I have a tour of the garden called Pruning and Touring. Yeah, What are you doing in the garden today? Today I'm going to be doing some cleanup. I'm going to be removing these limbs from the cherry tree that we prune, and I'm going to be doing some weeding from the beds. We have lots of vegetables here, and weeding needs to be done. We even have a small herbs bed here. So yeah, this is our June plum tree. This papaya decided to grow in there. But this June plum tree today. Yeah, so there's cleaning up that needs to be done. We're going to put those limbs and tree leaves and so on in. Down there in the corner, that's our mulch bed. The mulch bed, that's where we get some good soil. Yeah, all the leaves and the cuttings and the trimmings and the grass clippings, they all turn into good soil. I need to clean up too. I'm running away from it. Oh, the kids are on holiday, so I'd rather spend time with them. I get it, yeah. But eventually it has to be done. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. No. And since it's a cool day, it's a good time to get it done. So I'm going to start on here. Jerry Fisher, good morning. Or good afternoon or good evening from wherever you are. I hope it's a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you guys for your thumbs up though. Somebody forgot their thumbs up. Yeah. And if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead subscribe. You'll learn a lot here on this channel. Thank you so much. Uh-huh. Limbs are tangled up. Yeah. I'm going to take you over there to show you. We still haven't heard from any family members in Jamaica. It's devastating. Yes, the western section, there is no internet, no electricity. So it's going to be a while before we hear from them. In Kingston on that side, the people are doing, relatively well. But that side, very, very bad. Just continue to pray for them because from the clippings, from what I'm seeing, it's not good. Not good. It's going to be a while before they can get back to any sense of normalcy. Yeah, it's going to take a little while before we hear from some. In those parishes of St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, Hanover, St. James, even other places that are not even close to them were badly affected. Clarendon. But God is able. And nothing is impossible with him. Nope, nothing is impossible with him. We have the sun is not didn't even come up yet. Look at that. Sky looks beautiful though, but no sun yet. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm just cleaning up a little bit over here. We also have this Nesberry tree. Let me show you what the Nesberry tree looks like with the fruits on it. There's quite a few small ones. These are the fruits, also known as sapodilla. That we have to trim this one too, because they're just, if you don't trim, your trees will get out of control. A lot of fruits on it though. Look at that. All those fruits. Oh, everything looks so nice. Yes, love those. Bush, good morning or good afternoon. I don't know where you're watching from, but thank you for coming by. And usually what I do is when I'm finished the task, then I give a tour of the garden. So if you want to see a tour of the garden, then stick around. We have all the fruit trees are tropical trees. We have about at least 20 tropical fruit trees here. And of course the beds of vegetables and herbs, tomatoes, and so on. So if you'd like to see a tour of the garden, then stick around. I also have in my compost bin over here a honeycomb because the bees took over this black box right there and they made a honeycomb there in it. So I'll show you that too. Please love this garden. Yes, good morning and blessings to you. Take this over there. If you're just coming in, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm cleaning up from the prunings that we did yesterday. That was done off camera. My husband did all this cutting down yesterday. He does the heavy part of the job. I just take them over. All this going into the mulch area. And all these leaves will turn into soil, good soil. I think I should wait, take one. This one is too big. The birds are happily, singing happily. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, you're right. So true. Yeah. The birds that come into the garden. There is the native birds, the black ones, called the grackle. There are blue jays. We have doves, parrots, cardinals, and others that I can't name. And because we have these feeders in here, the birds do come. Oh, there's a blue jay right here. Let me zoom you in. That's a blue jay right there. Yeah. 2 days ago we had, like once a week we would have some parrots that come by. That happened 2 days ago. Obviously there's an aviary around somewhere. So when they let them go, they come by, sometimes they eat, or they just sit up there on the wires and guess oversee the garden. uh, but when the birds are in the garden, it's so lively, full of life. It makes you happy. So I'll show you that in a minute. There are two. Well, there's another bunch that's been here, but a new bunch came up a few days ago. Hopefully this tree will be able to bear some fruits now, because the sorosy bush, here's some right here, have been attacking the tree and wrapping itself around it, just choking the tree so that it hasn't been bearing fruits this year. So hopefully this trimming and getting them from inside this sorosy bush, I had to go inside and grab them. So now maybe we will see some cherries on this tree very soon. Today, I'll be able to put my steps in today with all this movement and walking. Yeah, I'm going to scrape up the leaves of the Nesberry tree. We've got sorosy all over. There even some growing on the fence. I'm gonna have to take those off too. When I come back, I'm going to give you a little tour back there so you can see the bananas and the other fruit trees back there. All right, now I'm going to take you to the back area. This is that Nesberry tree. Lots of Nesberries here. And here are the bananas. This new one came up about a week ago. And this one has been here. This was featured in a shorts. And 2 days ago, this one came up. This is a flower. I'll take you down to the other side where the plantains are. We don't have any plantains right now, but the plants are down there. Oh, you see this, Cersei, on this fence? Yeah, they got to go. Here we have some papayas. This is a plantain plant. 1, 2, 3 of them, and these 2 are going to be given away. These on the ground. They're called suckers. So those suckers are going to be given away. And we have another papaya plant. It's blossoming. That means we'll soon have fruits. And more plantains right here. Let me take you over to the guava tree. Oh, here's another papaya. And this coconut tree is blossoming. This will be the first time that it's blossoming. Now, with these winds, some of these coconuts will not survive. I see a lot fell off of this already. Only 2 left there. I see the bee is pollinating. More. So at least we'll get some coconuts from this tree. My favorite beverage, coconut water. Yeah. And that's the papaya I showed you. Oh, and while I'm over here, might as well show you the beds. These are Swiss chard that was planted about a week now. Yeah. And in that bed we found this tomato plant growing. So we're just gonna leave it. This is our string beans bed. String beans right there. I think in about a week we should see some string beans on it. Let me check, by the way. Let me go in it and look inside of it to see if there are any beans there. No, not quite ready. So we put these trellis on it so that it can grow on top of it. I think I might need to get some more. It wraps itself around and grow the beans. String beans will be coming soon. And this is our guava tree. I don't think there's any to be harvested now, but we have harvested quite a few. Well, more than a few, a lot. We have harvested a lot from this tree. There's some small ones on it now. We're gonna go around and see if I'm in luck today to find one. Oh, see, this is the blossom. That's what it looks like when it's blossoming. I think it's one of the most beautiful flowers. Yeah, I see more fruits, young fruits though. Yeah, no fruits for today. And here's another bed. Oh, this is where I need to also do some weeding. This is our mini bell peppers and some green onions there. I really need to do some weeding here. It's very windy. Let me do some quick weeding. Thank you for coming, please. Please remember your thumbs up. If you're seeing it shaking, it's just the wind. Thank you so much for your time, for your thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. I appreciate it. Weeding is necessary. It keeps the pests away and it prevents the weeds from stealing the nutrients and the sunlight that the plants need. Yeah. If it's your first time here, a very special welcome to you. And if you are a frequent viewer, thank you so much for coming again. Really do appreciate your time. and your viewing. And if you'd like to help the channel to grow and you have not yet subscribed, that's one way to do that. And another way is to just leave a thumbs up. If you're watching on your phone, double tap the screen. Another way to help the channel grow is to share. Share the videos. Your family, your friends, just put it in your contact. If you have WhatsApp, share it on your status. And if you'd like to do more, join and become a member. Yeah. Looking for members? That will help the channel grow. Like then I could give you a lot more content, plant more crops, show you how it's done, educate you about the value of growing your own foods and why you should eat your own if you can grow your own food, because I'm aware that some of you cannot plant where you are. But you have a little spot. You can use plant in containers. Anything will grow in containers. So you don't need land space to plant something. Start small with some herbs. Yeah, even a small container of herbs on your kitchen sill, on your kitchen window. And that would be very rewarding for you. Yeah. And here's another bed right here. In this bed, we have pineapple, and between each pineapple plant, we have okras. So these are okras, and between them are the pineapple plants. Now, pineapples. These pineapples are new pineapples, so they're going to take about 12 to 18 months before we get any pineapples from them. Now, some of them have been over here before that we have harvested from. So in a year, we'll get one from each of them. So when you plant pineapples for the first time, it takes 12 to 18 months before you get a fruit. Supreme bean. Rainwater is the best for plants. Definitely, yes, it is. It's the best fertilizer. Yes, and here we have tomato plant. I think I need to trim. This is a tomato plant right here. We have two more, and these two don't seem to be doing so well. We're gonna have to give it some TLC, some tender loving care. And in here are our callaloo bed. This is our callaloo bed with callaloo, or also known as amaranth. And this needs some TLC as well. I'm gonna have to trim these up. I did some harvesting from it 2 days ago. So it needs to be trimmed. You know, worms love amaranth or callaloo. And I think I'm gonna have to put these on the netting. I did it last season and it was a big success. All those that were on netting did very well. So I'm going to get my shears and then I'll come back. I'm planting pineapples right now. You are? Where are you? From where are you watching? I love it. Me too. Supreme Bean, from where are you watching? Texas. Okay, yes. Perfect. All right. Get my shears. or I'm going to be trimming. We started with this tomato plant here. I think later on I'll put some neem oil on it. The neem oil comes from this. It's a organic plant-based insecticide. It's very windy here today and cool, nice and cool. We haven't had this, wow, not since January. Yeah, January, February is when it was feeling so cool. About 65 degrees. I bring it. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Doing some maintenance here in the garden on this very cool and windy morning. Trimming out this tomato plant. Look like they need some help. This one is blossoming. And I see two little tomatoes on this. But some of these leaves are not looking well at all. And I don't see any disease on it. No white flies, no aphids. But that's how it is with tomatoes. You really, when you're planting tomatoes, you should, if you want to get a good yield, you should plant quite a few because you're going to lose some. Tomato plants are very sensitive. Yeah. I'm not even sure what variety is this. So that I don't purchase the same one again. And this one, oh, it looks great. Thanks. And this one is from the same group. But look how well this is doing. It's doing very well. Now I'm going to trim off a lot of these callaloo leaves because, like I said before, worms love callaloo. They eat them down. So I'm going to cut them, trim them. Yeah, when they're eating them because they have these holes in them. So I'm going to take them out and cut them off. Usually when you trim, if your plant is healthy, you could just trim them and leave them right in the garden. But since these have worms, I'm not going to put them back in there. I'm not giving the worms a buffet. Hear the birds? They are happy. Or, I'm just going to spray with the neem oil and see. Thank you for coming. Please remember your thumbs up. Remember your thumbs up, guy. Appreciate it. If you're just coming by, welcome and thank you. I am trimming these callaloo leaves because the worms have decided that they're going to be having a feast. So I'm trimming, then I'm going to spray the neem oil. The neem oil is a plant-based insecticide. It does wonders for the plants. It really, really works. Oh, and I'm not getting sponsored by them though, but maybe they should. I've used this so much and talk about it so much. Neem oil, are you listening? Yeah. But if something works, I'm going to tell you. Because I want you to be successful too. If you're a gardener, if you decide to grow anything, then you have some knowledge of what you can do to make your garden a successful one. All right. This looks good. Because these are wormy, don't leave them in the bed. If it wasn't, when you trim, you can just drop them in the bed and it becomes, good compost for your garden. But in this case, I'm going to pick them up. Thanks for your thumbs up. I see that you guys did your thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm going to put these wormy ones for the mulch bed because it will turn into soil quickly. Cut the bottom leaves off too. Let me get my container for the mulch. Oh, here's another wormy one over here I need to cut. And don't be afraid to trim. The leaves will grow back. They will grow back. So just trim as is needed. And just like when you trim your hair, you see after you trim your hair how quickly it grows back? That's how plants do. Yeah, you're giving it a trim. Morning Gardeners Show. Good morning or maybe good afternoon where you are. This year I'm putting in 2 new fruit trees. A pomegranate from Russia and a Bartlett pear tree. From where are you watching? Thank you so much for stopping by. That's very nice. It's good to hear that. Let me get my container. Oh, from Baltimore. Okay. Welcome. My sister-in-laws live in Baltimore, and one of them got a garden this year. She got a whole lot of okras. I once had 24 fruit trees. Some died when I was in the hospital from weeds, vines covering the trees. Yeah, that will happen. But I'm glad you're doing well, so you can come back up and continue. Weeds and vines will do that. That's why I was saying earlier that it's important that you weed your garden, and that is one of the reasons why we had to trim the cherry tree, because the weeds, not just the weeds, vines, wrapped itself around it. You grow two types of okra each year: spineless, and the other variety is called burgundy. Yeah, I've not done the burgundy kind. It's a very fast grower. It seems to me like all okras are fast growers. Here's some right here. We planted between the pineapple beds. Let me tell you, these things grow fast. And that's why I was saying to my viewers, there are a few things if you want a quick crop, try growing string beans, potatoes, bell peppers, and okra. Those will grow fast. They do grow fast. Hello, Jolisa. Hey, hey, hey. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Here trimming up the color, you know? Yeah. I'm cleaning up from, we pruned out some trees yesterday. Well, I didn't prune. I'm the cleaner. I clean up. My husband pruned. We pruned this cherry tree because we're good. Okay, thanks. I'm good too. Thank you. Because the cerasy vine keeps wrapping itself in and out the tree, and the tree just will not bear. So we have to trim it and pull out those cerasy vines from in between the tree itself. Yeah. So I was doing a little bit of touring. Let me continue from where we stopped. Here is our sweet potato bed. Say hi to husband and daughter, please. Yes, I will. Okay. This is a sweet potato bed. Oh, I did say I was going to spray the callaloo with the neem oil. Let me go. I'm not even sure if there's enough neem oil in the container, but let me see. Oh, there's some. I'll do the tomatoes too. This is a prevention and also cure. So maybe these worms will stay away. We'll see. But so far, we haven't had any pests on the other plants like white flies. We used to get a lot of white flies and aphids. And I think that new thing that I started using this year have a lot to do with it. Oh, it sounds like some emergency down the street. What is that with the bird feeders on? Oh, I'll come, I'll show you. Let me finish talk. The new thing I've been using are cloves. That spice that you use in your kitchen. Did some research and found out that the Amish group, the religious group, that's what they use in their garden. So I've been using it. I've used it twice now. And I've not seen not one white flies where I usually see them. For example, oh, maybe, I don't know. Let's try this. Potato beds are always full of them. None. No white flies. And the only thing different I've used this year are the cloves. So I have to attribute it to that. All right. Are you talking about this thing in between? Are you talking about this? If that's what you're talking about, it's called a baffle. You know when you're baffled? Well, what it does is, yes. What it does, it prevents the squirrels or iguanas or anything else from crawling up there to eat the food. Because once you step on it, even the birds figure it out. Once you do that, there is no way for you to grip and stay. And there's no grip on it either. So they don't bother it. Just the birds. Yeah. It's called a baffle. No squirrels, no iguanas, nothing goes up there to try to eat the food. Yeah. So we did talk about this bed. Oh, and by the way, for some of you may already know that we didn't plant it's in this bed. These slips are leftovers from our harvest last time. Whenever you plant potatoes, you're bound to have some leftovers in the ground. Well, our idea was, usually when we plant potatoes, we don't do it back to back the same. Or do I upload? Oh, I just throw it in the bed. Oh, let me show you. Hold on. All right, here it is, the cloves. I just put it in my hand and let me show you. And pour it, just throw it in the bed. Oh, there's a video of that where I did everything in the garden. You just throw it. While I'm here, let me put some here too. So that's it. Just throw it in there like that. That's simply it. Okay, good idea. That's a good remedy for your pests, yes. I wish someone could come up with a remedy for slugs and snails. Listen, I've been looking around for you too. Yeah, I've been looking around, and every time I hear somebody say something about slugs or snail, I stop and listen. But it seems like people are having problems, but not in this. I've not had any, never seen them. Never, but the ones you have, they are huge. Oh, here's my pride and joy this year. This sugar apple tree, also known as soursop, refused to bear fruits. Well, I'm not going to blame it on the tree. I think it had something to do with that beehive that started growing in the tree a couple of years ago. Because after that we didn't have any, and so we started feeding it kitchen scraps below. We have all kinds of stuff grew back down there. Bell peppers, tomatoes, melons. The only thing that we planted down there are those pineapples. But then, a few weeks ago, I saw this. One fruit. And then the sugar sap started coming out of it. Ants took it over. Look at that. There's all kinds of ants in there. And I don't think we're going to get... But it's growing though. It's not going to be good by the time they're done with it. But, you know, I've been talking to the tree. And this tree understood. It got the message. So we're going to leave it there. And maybe next time we'll get more fruits. Remember I told you I'm going to also show you the honeycomb in that black bin right there. That's our compost bin. And that's where the bees decided to make their hive this year. But let me go ahead and show you some other things. This bed is where we have our morning garden. My 5 apple trees once did not bear after 6 years. Whoa. I started to feed them compost at the base and now they produce some of the finest apples. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We did compost at the base. We're doing the same thing for the cherry tree that won't produce any cherries this year. I have not produced anything this year. So we're putting our kitchen scraps down there too. You see you have corn? No, it's not corn. And I'm going to go up there and show you what it is. Hold on. So we have our curly kale. Here we have broccoli. It hasn't started bearing yet. And beside it we have some mustard greens. We have harvested twice from this already, from this bed. And let me show you this other bed here. This is our, let me bring it down so you can see. Our herbs bed. Those of you who are here all the time know about this. I'm going to open it up so you can see. That bird is always wanting me to know that she's there. Yeah, I hear you. I see you. This is basil, parsley, oregano, thyme, and some green onions. I need to cut some of these. Yeah. I think I need to put some more, I'm going to put some more of the cloves in this because basil, oh, pests love them. And I'm not going to let them take my basil. Let me try. Yeah, when I finish, I'll take you over there by the bin where the honeycomb is. I'm putting some. And I think I need to water too. We didn't have any rain last night. So I'll do that when I'm finished watering. Yeah. So let's keep this. And this netting is also to prevent the pests. It has 4 spokes, a spoke on each corner that keeps it down in the ground. Not the mesh. When I look for, what is the name of the wire looking thing over the basil? Oh, these are just hoops that I purchased at the Home Depot stores. Look, it's flexible. It's one of these flexible things, and I just bend it, put it there, just to keep the mesh above the plant, above the herbs. So you can just go to your hardware stores and see what they have. Anything will work as long as it's flexible. Because we have others too. I'm going to show you others. Oh, my, I lose my thing that keeps in the ground. I have to look for it. I'm going to show you others, another kind that I have, because it was trial and error. Here's another kind. This kind I got on Amazon, but I prefer that. This one you have to join together in pieces. See the piece that joins them, and then bend it. But I prefer that one. The other, this one is more flexible. Hi, Augustine. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing well. The name? Mm, I don't know the actual name. I went there and started looking and just saw it. Um, it's a tube. It's a type of tube. Don't know the name, but all it has on this are some numbers. Doesn't have a name. It's a tubing. So look for the word tubing if you're going online. Put tubing in. Tubing. All right, let me take you over to this um, honeycomb. Okay, this is what you thought was corn. It's sugar cane. So we just start them in there, and then we're going to pull them up and plant them somewhere else in the garden. Yeah, sugar cane. Now, this box has honeycomb. Let me get oh yeah. I use my weeder to open it because I don't want to get too close because there are still some bees in there. I mean, they're not active, they're just eating the honey, but pretty soon they will just eventually die. Okay, you're welcome. I'm Jolisa. All right. All right, I'm going to move you around so you can see inside. There goes that honeycomb. It's just a few bees in there now. I think I could even go closer. And the honeycomb is looking smaller too. It's drying up. Yeah, they're not flying out. I mean, it was loaded with so many bees. Maybe thousands of bees were in there. And when we thought they left, my husband put that piece of thing right there to close up the hole. The hole was right here where that piece of banana leaf is. And we closed it up. But a couple of hours later, I'm inside and I look out and there was a cloud of insects just hovering over. I looked closely and realized the bees came back. The bees came back, and so when it was closed and they couldn't get in, they decided to go over to the sugar apple tree again and try to make a hive over there. And when I spoke to the bee man, he said, don't worry about it. They're going to leave within 48 hours. Yeah, because he said they're either going to, there's a group that's left to go look for another place, and they're either going to come back and they go, or if they don't find another place within 48 hours, the rest of them are just going to collapse and die. We don't know which one happened. But sure enough, within 48 hours, I looked out on the tree, and that hive was totally desecrated. It was just a little bit of bees left. I don't know if they left, some left, or I think they just it collapsed, because eventually, the very next day, I saw some in my beds. They were in the beds with the greens. So, yeah, that's how those left. He said, when I asked him about this, if I could get the honeycomb out of it, he says the bees in there are not even the bees, the original bees. These are thieves. They smell it, and from wherever they came from and came in there. So they're just enjoying. Oh, you need bees? Every time our coconut trees start blossoming, we get lots of bees. And now we have 3 coconut trees in here. Oh, I'm gonna finish doing the tour of the garden. We have 3 coconut trees in here that are blossoming right now. So the bees were here before these came, and then after that we got these. So I'm gonna close this back up. Close this back up. Um, Here. Of course, this is our pineapple container garden. We harvested 3 pineapples from here a few months ago. And this is I think it's a plantain. Yeah. And here is that tree. Look how much. This is a recent blossom. That one right there. That has to be the best honey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so too. Of course, yeah. Raw honey and organic honey. So we have lots of coconut, and this is the first time that this one is producing fruits. This is our Julie mango tree, or dwarf Julie mango tree. It blossomed last year. And here's another coconut. This is a young one. We need to trim too. It's really grown tall. Banana. Oh, I failed to show you the bananas over here. This is one. And this one in the corner have been growing, but we weren't able to go over back there because of the bees. But this one is huge. Oh, those of you who were here earlier saw the other 3 on the other side. And here's another. This is this coconut tree from which we have had coconuts before. Look at this bunch. Wow. Have a good day. Thank you. The sound has gone, by the way. Oh, yeah? I'm sorry. Specifically from your yard, because bees and feed and nectar from the plant in the area. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that makes the honey very, very good. Are you hearing me now? Jolisa said the sound was gone. If anybody can hear me, let me know. Because that means where I am in the garden, the sound went. This is if you can hear me, this is our dwarf avocado tree. Funny things there. Oh, you can hear. That's what the thumbs up is about? Okay. And here we have some yellow yam growing from this container. Where are you located? Yes, can hear you. Okay, I'm in Florida. And here, look at that yellow yam growing. We dug up this yellow yam from out of the pineapple bed. Just showed up, volunteer plant. And so we had these 2 containers. Plant it in this one, and hopefully we'll grow down to the bottom one. There's a hole in the top one. And here are some papaya trees, young ones. And we have another pineapple bed over here. I really need to come over here. All these here's a pigeon peas that's also volunteer. We didn't plant it, of course. It's all up among the rocks, and it's hard to get to it. And this is a large tree. It hasn't borne any fruits yet, but it has blossomed all over earlier this year, which means it will soon start bearing fruits. This is the last tree we planted. It's an East Indian, a dwarf East Indian mango tree. Over here is our ackee tree. We have harvested a lot of ackee from this tree, and this tree has been very good. We almost lost the tree because it was taken over by whiteflies. We had to trim the entire bottom and spray the tree with neem oil, and then it came back with a vengeance, meaning it just started bearing fruits like crazy. We leave you on the TV but need to use my laptop. Okay, Jolisa, thank you. And these are more papayas. This one gave us almost maybe a couple hundred fruits already, because they started down here. And look at that, another tree is trying to grow out of there and go all the way up there. I see a ripe one. And here is another tree that we have been harvesting from too. I heard those were dangerous trees. Are you talking about the ackee? You talking about the ackee? It's Jamaica's national dish. Yeah. Oh, look like this is ready. Oops. Yeah. Got it before the birds. It's a hog plum tree. We have trimmed this one so many times, and we trimmed these papayas yesterday, which means I need to do a cleanup right now. But look at this. Look how much flowers this one has. Yeah, the ackee, A-C-K-E-E. Well, the fruit is dangerous if you try to cook it before it's ready. You need to make it open up on the tree. If it's not opened up and you force open it, then that poison that's in it will not be released. So that's the only way you get hurt by it, if you eat it when it was by force opening it. So this is another tree that we have been harvesting from too. There's no more right here now. Can you tell that we love pineapples and papayas without telling you? So I'm gonna just clean up right here and put these over there in that's the mulch area where we make our soil. So the tree itself is not dangerous. It's only if you eat the fruit, the unripe fruit. You cook the unripe fruit. Let me get my container. By the way, I have two videos on. I think they are shorts too. The ackee. When to eat it and why some people are afraid of it. So go check out those videos. One is called, I think, What Are Ackees? Yeah, go to the channel and check out the videos. Oh, this stick to use for trellis. I'm going to save this. I'll leave this there. All right, I'll take these over here. I'll just leave that to the professionals. Okay. Yeah, but if you ever go visit Jamaica, make sure you have some ackee for breakfast. It's the national dish. You love it. If you're just coming in, welcome. And by the way, you're wondering what's the white thing at the base of the trees? There are some trees in here that I put that put those on. The ackee tree was one of them. The avocado. Well, those are called tree barriers. That keeps the critters from climbing up the trees. It doesn't have any grip. And so the squirrels, in particular, squirrels and iguanas, they'll climb up there, and the squirrels love ackee. They just go up there and eat the fruits. Now this one needs to be repaired because it's splitting. You know what those smart squirrels did? Well, it's just one. It climbed here and then jumped over. I said, okay, so you figure it out. It expands. As the tree expands, it opens up. So I think I need to get more and add another. You can add pieces to it. So I'm going to add another piece to this piece, and then close it up. So the tree is growing, expanding. So that's tree barriers. If you ever need something to keep the critters from crawling up your tree, get a tree barrier. I once saw observe an iguana trying to get up this one and couldn't do it. It even went around the tree looking for a place, couldn't get up there. I said, good. You see, when critters can't get to what they want in your garden, they'll go find somewhere else to go. This is a June plum tree here. A lot of June plums this week. Yeah. And a papaya decided to grow in there. By the time we decided to take it out, I realized it was just too late. They had grown already, grown so much. But once it fruits, and so we can take it out, we can chop it down again. Now I need to look for the thing that keeps this mesh down in the ground. It got away from me. And it's somewhere in the grass here. Ah. Somewhere here. I guess I'm gonna have to get another one because it's so breezy today. I need to make sure it's anchored down. All right, I'll just use another one. All right, folks, I think I got to do exactly what I came out here to do this morning. And I thank you all so much for coming out. Oh, you see that bird? This is the native bird I was telling you about. Let me zoom in. That black bird is called the grackle. It's a native bird and it's eating from the feeder. And if you weren't here earlier, I was telling the different type of birds that come by in the garden. We have doves, cardinals, blue jays, the grackles, and sometimes some parrots, as much as a dozen parrots sometimes. Yeah, so the blue sky is, oh, sky is looking blue now. And still, we had no sun. Sun didn't come up. It's underneath the clouds over here. It's about to come out. So we had a very productive day today. Thank you so much again for coming. You know, some of you have forgotten your thumbs up. Go ahead and just put that thumbs up. And while you're there, subscribe. Thank you for stopping by the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva, and I hope I see you again next time, hopefully tomorrow, right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Self-care is health care. Bye. God bless you.